Alright, y'all. Sometimes I feel like I'm losing my mind. It's Sunday, March 2nd, but I'm filming for tomorrow's compatibility reading. But I feel like I'm like having deja vu, and I'm like, I feel like I just recorded the compatibility reading question mark, but I don't see any video for it. So, it's just one of those things. I don't know. I feel like I have a pretty decent system going to keep track of everything, but anyway, so, it is what it is. We're going to do your Monday, March 3rd, 2025 compatibility reading, and it's going to be a 5-card spread. Two in a row. I'm not hitting. Let's try this again. I just noticed the High Priestess and the Hierophant on the split. Hierophant was in the reverse. We'll take that for what we will, but let's get into the actual reading. I like to take the Hierophant and the High Priestess as divine pairing may be a very strong word, but it's like a very spiritual pair, I guess. That's a better way to put it. So, let's get into the reading and see. See how that plays into the reading. 5-card spread, your desires, their desires, the overall energy, there's the Hierophant again, challenges and potential. Bottom of the deck we have the Page of Pentacles. Okay, guys, let's start with the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. This is the underlying energy of the reading. It's like I get this person doesn't really know what they're doing. This can speak to foolish and immature energy. But this person may, I do feel like they're a very attractive individual. But with that being said, it's just there is a lack of commitment when it comes to the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. So, this also speaks to not relying on superficial knowledge, right? So I was just talking about how I was getting that they're very attractive. So, don't just try to make this fit because, they look good. But, yeah, it's like I'm not sure what they're trying to offer here. But, definitely, coming in coming in the reverse, you know, that definitely indicates something. But also coming in as a page. A page is a very, I would say, what's a good word to describe it? It's like the foundation of such an offer from a page is very wishy-washy, and I don't, it's like a page doesn't really. What was I saying earlier about it's like, yeah, they don't know what they're doing, so it's like, I don't know. I feel like they may think they know what they want, but they're still, they're just not at that point in their journey yet. They're still in the page mentality or energy. So with the Hierophant in reverse, it's interesting that he came out again, because as I was shuffling, he was on the split there for at least 2 rounds of shuffling that I noticed, and then prior to that, I saw him again with the High Priestess, and so maybe there's it's like, you guys do know what you want. You may want marriage, or if not marriage, at least you want something committal, right? And so, it's just, this is a compatibility reading. So right off the bat, we have, committal with a non-committal, right? It's so, is that compatible? That's for you to decide. But that's like the main energy coming in, right, in the reading. So, this person could also be, they could be younger than you. It doesn't have to be, because you could also just be an old soul, and not even just an old soul, guys. Just you have standards. You have a certain truth that you're living out, and the Hierophant coming in is the only major arcana here in the reading. So so quite simply, values are not aligned. Values are not aligned, guys. And I see, with the Knight of Wands, it's like you have good intentions. They're coming in as the Star in the reverse. So like it's they may, I don't know, they may have already lost hope in the connection, or not even lost hope, but just are giving up. But again, not to make light of it, but this is again a page, right? I was just talking about a very weak offer. I was, I don't know, I just reminded myself of my cat, but I had to, I'm having to cat proof my room further. And it's funny. It's because early this morning, so my cat, wonderful, like literally doesn't do anything except for, his one little thing that he does that's, not pleasant, if you will, but I can't complain. He throws up a hairball, or he'll just vomit sometimes, and so I can't have like rugs or things like that. But yeah, early in the morning, I just hear, he starts his, I know, and it's just it's such a terrible sound for those of you that know what I'm talking about. Starts that night, and I'm like, no, and because I look and he's not on the bed, so I'm like, he's under the bed, and sure enough, like I look down under the bed, I had just put some, I had broken down a bed, um, anyway, like some like it almost like a bed table type thing. So I broke it down, put it under my bed. He's on top of it about to puke, and I'm just like, bro, you cannot be serious. So luckily, I was able to shoo him off before he did any damage. But it's just I didn't think he'd make his way up on top, I mean, they're cats, right? So your desires, the Knight of Wands, guys, you have passion for this person, and it's like you're having fun in the moment right now. It's like it's you, and actually I should put this in there because as I was looking, it's like you want them to make an offer, but it's like I don't know if they're just have not made an offer, if they did, and it's just weak at best. Interestingly, the Knight of Wands also speaks to, maybe for some of you that you guys are also difficult to commit. But at the same time, I can see that playing into difficult to commit, but not because you don't know what's going on and what you want in life, but because you know exactly what you want in life, right? Which is perhaps the traditional path, however that looks to you. So for you, it's like I feel like you don't play around. So again, I do feel that this is I'm getting of like in the very early stages of a connection with someone. Maybe the dating stages. Maybe you guys are like boyfriend and girlfriend and have been chatting for weeks to a couple of months now, but you guys have a lot of energy, a lot of creativity. You guys may be hot-tempered or free-spirited, but you have a very rebellious nature. You desire a fearless and courageous lover, which when you put these two side by side, right, the energy just coming off this character is so different from the one coming off this character, right? Two totally different energies here, totally different people, right? Imagine going on a date with either one of them. So it's again, you know what you guys want, so all right, so let's move over to I said earlier the Hierophant was the only major arcana, but we do have the Star here, and it is in the reverse, so this is their desires, but this person is definitely like they've lost, I don't know, it's like they don't have a good outlook on love. Like it's like you guys still have hope in love, they do not. yeah, it's like they have a lack mindset, lack mentality when it comes to like finding the one or like finding true love or even being in love. Like, I don't know if this person's ever been in love. I had lost something that I picked up on earlier. It's like this person, like, dang, I don't know why I cannot, I keep losing what you feel it and then you got it, and then when you try to find words for it, it goes. I mean, I've seen it happen to other readers, so I'm like trying to be gracious here on myself, but this person could have been like slighted in the past, maybe in a past relationship. And I'm picking, I mean, I have a feeling that perhaps they're one to compare, themselves against other people. Like, like they compare themselves, their success by others' successes. And like, I don't know, it's like, so I don't know, like they may be on like, Instagram, for example, a lot, maybe posts a lot. But they're, they truly are, whether you know this or not, they have a fear about love in some. So again, I don't know if they've been hurt in the past. Maybe they've expressed this to you, or I mean, I feel like they've definitely been hurt in the past, and so they just, again, they're just kind of like they don't really have faith. There's a lack of faith here. So perhaps they desire deep down to actually find that, but with the way like their outlook is, and just the way they're behaving, I mean, they're not, you know what I mean, like karma. It's if they're not reaping any good rewards here. It's it's tough. And with the challenge, I felt this earlier when I looked at the King of Cups, but the King of Cups is coming in as the challenge, and so I just feel like the challenge, guys, would really be to actually, I mean, this person is just never going to, I mean, I'm not saying never, but like, again, it's a challenge. It's like for them to get to the energy of the King of Cups would be a challenge. Like, take that as it resonates. And I'm not feeling that's an easy challenge, right? It's, this person would need to nurture, with the star in the reverse, they would need to nurture their sense of like faith, like their sense of positive energy, however that looks to them, so that they can engage in actions that are, with joy rather than with fear, and so again, I feel like even in this connection, it's like they, in the back of their mind, I don't know if they think you're off doing things behind their back or talking to others, or maybe you are committal, but because they're non-committal, they, again, it's like they're ultimately in your eyes you're doing the same thing, right? There's like there's terms for it, something about like if someone accuses you of cheating, it's because they're cheating. So something along those lines. But the King of Cups, guys. I mean, that's the kind of energy that you do want. It's the king here in the suit of cups is like it speaks to an emotional, like a very emotionally intelligent man or individual. And so the challenge would be to have a connection with this person in terms of like having them come through as a compassionate and calming partner. So what's the opposite of that? Well, they're not going to be compassionate to your needs. It seems, we can ultimately assume that they would lead by their ego and not their highest self, and so, I can't imagine the dramas that would unfold. So again, this is a compatibility reading. You have free will to do as you will, but the energies here, they I would just simply be cautious, Yeah, I mean, this person would not be, this person is not one or doesn't have the capacity to remain level-headed and calm when faced with interpersonal conflict, which, we can see here with the star in the reverse. I mean, it's just like hopelessness and despair. It's like, it's not a good, it's just not a good place to be. And so I don't know if this person, I mean, you guys would know better, does this person have the capacity to do inner work and inner healing? But again, with the Hierophant in the reverse is the overall energy, values, just again, the values are not aligned here in some form or fashion. So now the potential is coming in as the Four of Cups in the reverse. So it's our second cup card. So the potential, guys. There's simply a potential here to be more active in your love life and embody or take aligned action in terms of a new way of what love means to you. And I hope that I said that to where you could understand it. I just have to say it like I feel it, but definitely with the Four of Cups, it's like I just feel like, I don't know, it's okay, how can I say this delicately? I'm just getting from the imagery, it's like you're gonna reject this person's offer. Okay. I just have a feeling you're gonna reject their offer, ultimately, or just kind of close yourself off to it. I mean, I've never said this before about a card. I know I said I'm so in videos, but I've with the character's arms crossed here. It's like you may even block this person. Like I don't really know why I'm picking up on that, guys, but so then to further that, I just feel like you guys are um, upon cutting this energy, if you choose to do so, this suggests that you guys are just going to be out there. You're going to feel it, first of all, a new surge of strength. You're going to take advantage of new opportunities, and you're going to feel like life gives you pleasure again after a long period of boredom. Again, but you guys are going to be more active in your own love lives, however that means to you. That doesn't necessarily mean you're out there actively looking. That may be doing the self inner love. That may be, so just, yeah, that could just be a period of where you're single but focused on yourself and your health and your business, doing things, for you and figuring out your life's purpose. But you guys are gonna be out there still. Like you're gonna be making new friends, communicating, accepting invitations. So that's just really what I'm picking up. It's funny, but yeah, sometimes I'd say more often than not, I can an energy is very clear, right? Interesting. Love the Two of Cups. Because I was like, what just slid off the top of the deck there? So again, guys, I just feel like that's following the potential here. It's like this person is not, your person. So this connection has not manifested yet, right? Or you haven't attracted it quite yet. So I was pulling an advice card. Yeah, I was talking a little earlier about also taking time to be alone. I don't think I truly feel that if you guys don't entertain this particular situation, it's like you guys are going to take time for yourselves here with the Hermit to, I just feel like really contemplate on what it is what it is you want, or what it is that you're attracting. Because again, I just, and we said earlier that you're difficult to commit. You're difficult to commit because you're picky, or you know what I mean by that, because you are co-creating your reality and you're attracting what it, so I feel that you understand all that, and I feel that you guys know that this is your this is part of your destiny, is to have this Two of Cups connection. You may feel, because the Hermit came out, in the reverse here, so you may feel some loneliness, of course, during this period, with this energy of the Hermit. But, never be afraid to take a chance to reflect, guys. Take time to clear your mind, self-reflect, introspect, contemplate, all that good stuff. Search for self. And just make a connection with your inner voice. And yes, the Hermit also speaks to a pause in love life to introspect, guys. So I definitely do feel an energy, I feel like it's on the horizon, where you're going to be just taking a pause in love life. So, I don't know, maybe you've been in a string, if you will, of recent romantic connections that just haven't played out in your favor. And I feel like it's kind of like you're at the point now where you're no, again, you're not just gonna commit to to anyone, right? Like you're, um, you know, you're yeah. I mean, you're. This is what you're waiting for, guys. You know. That you know, that beautiful traditional love. You know, with someone who's a King of Cups, emotionally intelligent. You know, someone who's just gonna bring you emotional fulfillment. And yeah, it's because we were speaking earlier too about like here too. It's like, oh well, yeah, I was talking about rejecting this person's, you know, offer, but also rejecting other offers, and I don't think I spoke to that earlier. So again, with, you know, with the Hermit, you know, kind of coming out on its side, that's also speaking to a pause in your love life. So you know, again, never be afraid to take that chance to reflect